Welcome, and thank you for your interest in the NCAA Scholarship Simulation Tool. I'm Nathan Mueller, a principal with Hardwick Day. Hardwick Day is a higher education consulting firm employed by the NCAA to conduct a study of the benefits associated with the partial scholarship model of Division II. Our study revealed a number of non-financial benefits associated with the characteristics of student athletes recruited with athletic scholarships, and I encourage you to obtain a copy of our report from the NCAA website. In addition, we studied the financial implications of membership in Division II and discovered a wide range of approaches to the use of athletic scholarships by Division II member institutions. We found that some institutions were effectively using athletic scholarships to build enrollment and net tuition revenue, while others expended their athletic scholarship dollars in ways that did not enhance net revenue, though they might be justified on a competitive basis. Based on our analysis of 18 NCAA Division II member institutions, we have constructed this simulation tool to allow public and private colleges and universities to consider various approaches in the use of athletic scholarships across a full range of options, from institutions that currently offer no athletic scholarships and may consider the partial scholarship model, to those currently offering athletic scholarships that would like to see the effects of eliminating them, along with all the possibilities between those two extremes. Because Hardwick Day develops econometric models of this type for many individual colleges and universities, I know that even models constructed for individual institutions have real limitations in their ability to predict future results. This model faces even greater challenges in that we've designed it to be representative of results at many different types, sizes, and locations of institutions. You must assume that the model will give you only a general idea of the results you might expect if you change your institution's approach to athletic scholarships. I strongly encourage you to use this model's results as preliminary to a more robust study based on your institution's specific circumstances before embarking upon any significant changes. Now, to help you begin using the scholarship simulation tool, I'd like to show you a few of the most significant features. Note that as you open the tool, you will be asked to acknowledge the accompanying disclaimer about the predictive validity of the tool. You must click on the acknowledgement checkbox in order to proceed. After accepting the disclaimer, you will use the buttons across the top of the tool to move from one page to the next, moving from left to right. As you begin using the tool, remember that whenever you see a question mark, you can simply move your mouse over the question mark to see an explanation of the adjacent item. You can also click on the Appendix button in the upper right corner of the screen to see a list of definitions and other helpful information, including frequently asked questions. You should begin by entering information about your current athletic program. It's okay to use estimated values, but they should be at least fairly close to the actual numbers for your institution. Next, go to the Input Male tab and click on the button labeled Open List of Men's Sports to select the male sports you currently offer. After you've selected your sports, enter for each sport the values shown, including an estimate of the number of new athletic scholarships offered each year for each sport. This number should include offers accepted by students that enrolled, as well as offers declined by students that didn't enroll. Note the Save, Load, Delete buttons on both the male and female pages. You can use these buttons to save and return later to the simulations you create. Saved simulations will include all of the values you've entered on all of the pages. After you have completed the data entry on both the Input Male and Input Female pages, click on the Scenarios button to examine alternative approaches. You are presented with 3 scenarios each for men's sports and women's sports so that you can see comparisons of your options side by side. The tool will immediately show the new roster size estimated by the model, as well as the number of counter full-time equivalents. Full-time equivalents that exceed NCAA rules are shown in red. The tool is also designed to provide 5 possible levels of aggressiveness for each scenario, with an aggressiveness factor of 1 indicating the most aggressive projections, and a factor of 5 indicating the most conservative projections. The aggressiveness factors refer to the importance of athletic scholarships in students' decisions to enroll. So with aggressiveness set on 1, increases in scholarship amounts will produce greater increases in enrollment than occurs at the other levels of aggressiveness, and reductions in awards will result in larger enrollment losses. Conversely, aggressiveness factor 5 will result in smaller gains from scholarship increases and smaller losses from scholarship reductions. Once you have entered all of the experimental values for your 3 scenarios, you can see the overall results displayed in the chart found in the lower half of the page. You can see the actual numbers displayed in a table by clicking on the Table View button. Switch between financial expenditures, net tuition revenue, and total student athletes enrolled by selecting from the list in the upper right corner of the results window. Regardless of the aggressiveness factor you've assigned in a scenario, you will see the overall results for all 5 aggressiveness levels, presenting a range of possible outcomes for each measure and each scenario. You can see detailed results for each sport by clicking on the Male-Female button. As on the previous page, you can also switch from charts to numerical values by clicking on the Table View button. This will allow you to see estimated aid expenditures, estimated net tuition revenue, and the estimated roster size for each sport and each scenario, as well as totals for each scenario. Click on the Projections button to see a final summary of results for each scenario compared with your current situation. This page provides one complete overview of results. In addition to enrollment-related outcomes, these results also include estimated program expenditures for items like equipment and coaching, and estimated program revenues from items like ticket sales and sale of licensed goods. The final financial impact is shown in the far right column, where all expenditures and revenues are calculated to provide a net revenue estimate for each scenario. I hope this brief introduction will help you as you get started using the NCAA Scholarship Simulation tool, and I hope you find the tool useful in meeting your goals for your institution's athletic programs. Thank you again.